breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here's Julian saying to throw. Moving out to the right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Makes the catch. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th.
Booster! Rock! Return! Q! Go!
4th down, say it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now, they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They want to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Haas. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. The offense changing the play. Could be an alley. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Here's Sayin to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep. That's a bad...
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Again, it's Saying. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, and still on his feet. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they get...
Going for it all. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. They're dealing with a second and long. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Saying, under fire. This time he's got it. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Maybe some room here. Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the wildcat.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on second and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
Direct snap. Got enough for the first. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Lacey. Finding some room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On the snap, it's Lacy. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And the point after is good. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Sends it back in motion. Throwing, say it. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it way down the field. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field to score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Sayin back to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Lacy. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. On the run, it's Lacy. There's a crease. 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He got a step and just dusted the field. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Say it. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. They'll line up for a second down play.
Here we go. Ready. Level.
Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Plucks it out of the air. It'll be third and short from their own 33. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house.
Sweep. Freeze.
Gets the back moving. From the gun on third down, Sayin. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Sayin to throw for it on fourth. Fires downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Buckeyes have it for the 1st and 10.
Freeze.
They'll send the back in motion. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. He hurls one deep down the left side. Caught.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal.
Let it go.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Tries again to get it in. Just hammering him with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. He wants to change this route. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Rebels send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Sayin to throw. He lets it fly. He's got it down the right side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He might want another play. Spins away from the defense. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Back has it. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Lacey. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Direct snap. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On the snap, it's Lacey. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
You got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th and California.
And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. And we've got a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Running inside, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Say it. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking for space. It's Lacey. Got enough for the first. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Might be calling a hot route. Back has it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Here's a little room there. Touchdown Rebels. They move on top here in the 4th. Follow the blockers. the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Throwing, say it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Sayed. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Again, it's Sayed. Bringing the heat. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Freeze. Let him go.
Sayed. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Handoff for Frazier. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like
it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy. And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football game.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.
Frazier again. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Frazier. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.